Good morning, everybody. My name is Peter Ogbudu. Of course, I'm the Publicity Secretary, so spokesperson for the Niger Delta Development Initiative. This is an initiative of young people from the Niger Delta cut across the 9 states that makes up the Niger Delta. And of course, we are here this morning for reasons that we felt it is time for us to address. If you take note, you would realize that one of the reasons why the NDDC was created was to bring development to this region of the Niger Delta. And over the years, we have seen that a lot of issues had arrived from underdevelopment. That means the NDDC had not, in its full capacity, done that which it was established to do. And for us as young people from the Niger Delta, we felt that no, it is time for us to raise our voice. It is time for us to register our displeasure in terms of the way, the manner that the NDDC operates in the Niger Delta. And so we are here this morning to state categorically that we are saying no to the underdevelopment. We are saying no to the way and manner that the NDDC runs and operates in the Niger Delta. We are saying no to politicizing the Niger Delta Development Commission. We are saying no to all form of corruption and misappropriation of funds as far as the commission is concerned. First, it is important for us to realize that the Niger Delta region in Nigeria is a very, very important region, and so we cannot joke about it. And that is one of the reasons why the president deemed it fit to, of course, create that arm, to develop that aspect of the Niger Delta, which is the Niger Delta Development Commission. And over time, the region had still been shortchanged, either because the directors or those in the aim of affairs are not doing that which they are supposed to do. And look, whether we like it or not, it is an area that cannot be overlooked. And so we want to thank the federal government for creating this commission. But it is not just enough to create the commission. It is also important that they must monitor and see to the activities of this commission. And so we are saying this morning that a lot of allegations and counter-allegations had gone over the years, over the months, and for us, we are not interested on who is there, who is doing what. What we are interested in, as far as Niger Deltas are concerned, is the development of that region. And it is key. People are suffering back there. A lot of things are happening. And it is surprising to know that even at this time of our generation, that you will hear things that would shock you. For instance, it has also come to our notice that a whooping sum of 3.7 billion naira contract was awarded to someone that is supposed to be supervising the NDDC and to supply chairs. And when those chairs were supplied, after the inspection of those chairs, those same chairs were taken back to the warehouse in Asaba. That means that said amount of money has gone down the drain. There is no development in the Niger Delta. And for us as Niger Deltans, we feel very, very concerned about it. We think that it is time that a lot of things turn around. They should not politicize the Niger Delta Commission. They should develop our region, which is very, very key to us. And there is no going back about it. We will keep coming, we will keep requesting from the committee, Senate Committee to Niger Delta, House Committee to Niger Delta. We will keep coming and investigating as young people from the Niger Delta those activities, the things that you are doing. It has also come to our notice that a lot of these committee members, both at the Senate and the National Assembly, also takes contracts from the NDDC that they do not implement. Why would you take contract that you would not implement? You just keep eating this money and keep underdeveloping the region where the large funds of our resources, large funds that we're using to fund this country is coming from. And so we are very concerned and we are saying no. Those of you who are either the Senate Committee to NDDC or the House Committee to NDDC should realize that the reason why you are there is to play a supervisory role, and you are not contractors. We have also come to realize that most times a lot of them take this contract and they don't even implement this contract. It is a serious offense and we are frowning against it. If you take a contract, develop the region. If they give you money to do projects, please do those projects. Because our young people, talented, creative young people, our older people, they are suffering. The Niger Delta is underdeveloped in all parts of the region in this country. I can say to you categorically that the Niger Delta is one of the most underdeveloped regions, and we are tired of this. We are saying no. And again, I want to also use this very great opportunity to say to you, both the House Committee or the Senate Committee, that there is no way. You cannot distract the development of the Niger Delta. Whatever you're doing now is not going to distract the development of the Niger Delta. We want to say categorically also at this point that the IMC should, as a matter of importance, investigate and go ahead with the forensic audit that has been mandated by the president to be carried out. And we also heard from sources that the IMC or the committees are saying that the forensic audit should start from 2019. We are saying no, they should start from 2015. Everyone who has contributed negatively to the underdevelopment of the Niger Delta must be brought to book. There is no way. We would not politicize it. We know that a lot of interests are behind all of this that is happening. But we are saying to you that we will not give up, we will not relent. This group had started, we will not go back. We will keep demanding and pressing for accountability, we will keep demanding and pressing for development, we will keep demanding and pressing for social justice, we will keep demanding and pressing for our rights. There is no going back. We have come and we have come to stay. We also want to say that we have so much trust for the Minister of the Niger Delta, because we saw his antecedents when he was the governor of Akwa Ibom. And it is worthy to note that while he was the governor, he was one of those governors that a lot of governors look up to because of the things that he did in Akwa Ibom. The transformation agenda that he implemented so perfectly that a lot of young persons saw him and wanted to pick him even as their political mentor. But today, a lot of distraction has come to this man. We are here to say to you, His Excellency, Dr. Akpabio, that there is no going back. We have so much trust and belief in you. We want you to implement that which you did in Akwa Ibom in the 9 states of the Niger Delta. We will support you and we urge you to please and please implement those things that you did in Akwa Ibom in the Niger Delta. If you do that, we promise and we'll give you awards that you have our full and total support. Again, we are saying to the National Assembly, the House Committee on NDDC, the Senate Committee on NDDC, that our eyes at this point are strictly on you. And we will continue to say no to the injustice, because I don't see how a committee that is meant to supervise, a committee that is meant to inspect another arm of government will be taking contracts. We also alleged that in each of the budgets that is being passed, this same committee, both on the Senate and on the National Assembly, we add about 30 to 40 to 50% on top of those budgets. And that goes to them. This is the highest level of fraud and corruption. And as young people from the Niger Delta, we are saying to His Excellency the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, that we believe so much in your anti-corruption war, and we call on you at this point to please fight and give us justice that is fair, that is due to us in the Niger Delta. That is the only way your name will be written in the gold book of history. That is the only way your legacy will be lived and history will be told about you. That is the only way, as young people, we would say it was during your administration that this justice was given to us. I want to thank everyone from the Niger Delta, young, creative, intelligent, very vibrant Nigerians who had come out to say no to this injustice today under the umbrella of the Niger Delta Development Initiative. We want to thank the press, and we hope that this message goes strictly to those people and tell them that our concerns from this day is monitoring their activity as far as the development of the Niger Delta is concerned. Please, Your Excellency, we urge you to swing very quickly into action and develop that region for us. I'm talking about the Minister of the Niger Delta. Please, sir, please, we are begging you. We believe that you did it in Akwa Ibom. and we believe you can replicate that same good work that you did in Akwa Ibom throughout the 9 states that makes up the Niger Delta Development Commission.
Ambassador Phil Roberts, and the reason why we are here, Ghana Must Go, my partner said a lot of things about what is happening. I'm just going to take a little so that we don't waste your time. I am an ambassador of the EFCC, and when the president started the probe in the EFCC, a lot of us were happy that it's happening, because nobody knew that the president was going to hit so hard on Magu, because this is somebody that he has been keeping there, he has been acting, and everybody's asking why. And all of a sudden the president had a strong hit on Magu. And for the Niger Delta, I am a pained Niger Delta. I'm a mechanical engineer from the Niger Delta, and when we were growing up, they told us that the only reason we could get jobs in the Niger Delta is when we go to school. We went to school and we came back, we couldn't still get those same jobs. People have been taking those jobs. Now, look at what is happening in the NDDC. If the president can do it in EFCC, please, they should allow him to do it in the Niger Delta ministry. Because there is no Nigerian that is more equal than the other. And there is no Niger Deltan that is more equal than the other. I find it so funny why they are trying to say that they should probe from 2019. Come on. Niger Delta Ministry has been, Niger Delta Commission has been there for over 20 years. A lot of us graduated, went to school, graduated, and still met it there. And what have they done? Over 16 trillion has been taken over from that ministry, from different government to different government. I find it so funny that governors are now using it as a political stunt. Look at what Wike did. He swinged into action to go and rescue Joy. There was a major case in the city of Port Harcourt about the Ikoku 4. How come the governor didn't go there to rescue the Ikoku 4? Why is Joy's case so peculiar to him? And he says he doesn't want to joke with the life of Rivers people. A lot of Rivers' lives was lost during the election. Why didn't he go to the forefront to fight the war? Why is it that it is now that they want to probe the Niger Delta? The governor, our so beloved governor of Rivers State, has decided to come out as a warrior to fight. Please and please and please, there is a lot of corruption that has gone on from 2015. The then managing director has been living life. Most time we see him in the Hilton. His sons come and live. In fact, they live in the Hilton as if it's their house. They drive Ferrari, Bugatti, and the rest of them. Meanwhile, if you go to our region, you will be pained. You'll be pained. There's a lot of spill going in there. There's a lot of evil that is going in there. These people that are you hear 3 billion, 50 billion, 50 billion. If you go to the Niger Delta region, you will be shocked that those people, they don't even know what is happening. So all we are asking, because we have also heard that a member of the committee in the Senate committee, which is the Senator Wabochi, that he has been given, there's the money that has been given to him in every month. How many, whether 1 billion or what? There is so many allegations, and these are the people that are judging their own case. Look at the allegation on the man in the House of Rep. There is an allegation on him too. That is why the interim MD walked out. Are we saying that we should not look into it? I was watching the clip of Honorable Hembe when security exchange whatever. There was an allegation on him. What did he do? He hit the gavel and said that he wants the EFCC to look into the allegation that has been put on him as the chairman of that panel. Why can't Honorable Joe do the same? Is there something he's hiding? And there have been so many allegations that the committee has so much that they have been collecting. The contracts are shared by these politicians. The contracts are shared by the National Assembly. It's an allegation. So why don't you say, if you know you are clean, why don't you come out and say, okay, let us also investigate ourselves? All we want is that nobody should put up any drama, because Nigeria is full of drama. Once they know that something is coming out, they will now start putting different activities to distract the people. Niger Delta people has lost so many blood. The reason why our people went into militancy was because we were not getting the right attention. And that was why the then president brought the Niger Delta ministry. I was very young then. So I know, I'm a Port Harcourt boy. I've been in Port Harcourt all my life. So I know what is happening. I knew how they started, even in terms of Odili and all of that. And you can't tell me that from that time till now, nothing has been done. So we don't want any distraction. We are telling Mr. President, who is now the international face for fighting corruption in the whole world, that he should not let anybody distract him. We must make sure that this audit goes on. If the president refuses that the audit goes on, we will storm the villa. because the president will be our next target, because we don't know why they are intimidating him and he wants to move around. So if they refuse that the audit will go on from 2015, we're going to come again and we're going to make sure that life and normalcy, the benefit of our resources is being given to the Niger Delta people. Thank you so much.